So this is what we're going to do today. It's always a packed group chat. It's funny, sometimes these group chats come around, I'm like, what are we going to talk about? And then we always get a lot of content. And of course, guys, I'm always thinking, and I tell you guys this a lot, I'm always thinking in the back of my head all the time, all right, what can I do to provide the most value? What do we need to cover? Do we need to cover some technical stuff? Do we need to cover some mindset stuff? Do we need to, it's kind of a combination of things, because if you have all the technical stuff in the world, so you're great at negotiating, let's say you've gone through all the videos in Next Level and you're just a master at negotiating. You know how to get all the ads up there, but you don't understand the amount of ads to post, or you don't have the motivation to respond to the ads or to put up the ads. All the technical stuff doesn't matter. On the flip side, the other half of it, so that's like one half, right? One half is you got to have the technical side stuff down. The other side is you got to have the motivation. You got to have the motivation, know how to prioritize, know what income-producing activities are and how to focus on them. And you got to have both of them, because, you can have all the motivation in the world and be posting a bunch of ads, but if they all suck and you don't know how to close them, it doesn't matter. So there's got to be a combination of both. That's why you see that sometimes we talk about mechanics, sometimes we talk about nuts and bolts, and we do text conversation breakdowns, or like on Monday's group chat, showed you guys my ads. We talked about theory because all that stuff's important. So what we're going to do today is I'm going to answer Chio's question. That's the first thing I'm going to do. Then as we talk about that, if you guys have any input as well to kind of help them out, and any things that you guys have done, you guys throw it in there as well, because sometimes having the mastermind effect where you get different inputs from different people that have been in situations and have gotten results, it just adds, adds more flame to the fire. There's been sometimes you guys, we've been doing, I'll show you guys like some of my ads that I'm doing to get them to stick, and Diana will throw something in there, or someone else will throw something in. It's actually a good idea that I start using, so it's very beneficial. Then what we're going to do is we got a special guest appearance by Mr. Rico, who Rico does about $20,000 a month, and he's going to come on, and he's very consistent, and he does a lot of things right, so I want him to just kind of share his perspective on what he does. Would anyone else be happy to hear from him? To hear from Josh share exactly what he does to do $20,000 a month consistently. He's very consistent. He always has business, and he's always out there winning. So I think it would be good to hear what he has to say. And of course, Josh, I got specific questions to kind of see what you're doing. So I guess I'll ask you all those questions as well. Yes, from Ryan. Sounds good from Chris. Yes, from Matt. Yes, I would love to hear from him, says Diana. Fantastic. Then we're going to do group chat text message conversations. And here's why we're going to do this. So Ty Lopez, some people like Ty, some people don't like Ty. Ty Lopez says that one of the reasons people don't have the success that they want is some of the time is they don't take action, which is just kind of a common thing. The other reason is some people, they don't practice enough, okay? Some people, it's usually one of the two. So some people, they want to study and learn all the details and not take enough action. Some people take too much action. Can't take too much action. Some people, all they do is take action, but they don't tend to spend time studying. You have to consistently improve your craft as you consistently take action on the craft. It was Abraham Lincoln. The quote is something along the lines of, if he had to spend 6 hours to chop down a tree, he would spend the first few hours sharpening his axe. It might have been the first 4 hours sharpening his axe, but he would spend time sharpening his axe. So it's important to develop awareness in your head of, where am I? Am I the kind of person that takes too much action and doesn't study enough? Or do I study too much, have too many self-doubts, and don't take enough action? So think about that, and if you want to let me know in the chat which one of those you are, it'll be good, because then you can make time to focus on the other stuff. I personally take too much action. I'd rather just take action for 12 hours straight, not study anything, and just take a bunch of action. But I need to actually spend a couple of those hours studying, learning, and getting better, so the actions are better. So I could take what would take me maybe 10 hours to accomplish, and I can shrink it down into 2 hours, and that's only going to happen by studying, by getting better, and by continuing to improve the areas that you're not good at. I need to get faster at listening, says Ryan. Chris says, I don't think I'm either. I just get lazy. Well, Chris, we do have group chats where we talk about, writing down goals, thinking of the why, all that good stuff as well. But I appreciate your guys' response. So we're going to do some practice now. We're going to do, I got like an easy situation and a tough situation. I want to see what you guys say. And then if we have time, we're going to go over a couple other things. So with that said, give me a 1 in the chat if that sounds good to you. probably cover a bunch of stuff. Hell, we might even go in overtime, but as long as we get all the value contributed, that's all that matters. One from Ryan, Brenda, Diana, Matt, Yosef. Fantastic. Let's get right into it. So Chio asked, Mr. Chio says, hey, guys, I need help. And he tagged me. And I just saw it. I actually just got back, I just got back doing some stuff. Today I received this BS return request from a scammer who purchased an iPhone from me last week. They claimed I didn't send a smartphone when I did. Opened a request and didn't even message me. I reached out to this person and asked what was wrong. This was their reply. So basically he got some junk back and he doesn't know what to do. I've received... All right, let me go ahead and mute. All right, is that you, Chio? Hey, Samantha, good to see you on here. So Chio, is that pretty much what it, oh, sorry, driving. All right, well, I'll go ahead and mute everyone then. So is that pretty much what happened, Chio? You sent an item. They said you didn't send the item. They said you sent them something else, and then they sent back some bullshit. So the overall strategy whenever this happens, guys, and this obviously is not perfect. This doesn't happen all the time. But the overall strategy we want to follow is we want to be coming from a place of complete certainty that we sent the package, and now it's an issue that they're saying they didn't get the package, and here's why. It is, and this is just general teachings, Chio, and then we'll get into your specific thing. Here's why. So let's say that you send me a package. Okay, so you send me a package, and I say, oh, I didn't get the package. And I message you, and I say, oh, you sent me the wrong item. You sent me a pencil instead. And then you're like, well, I'm pretty sure I sent the package. I'm pretty sure it was a phone. I'm not 100% sure. If eBay reads those communication lines, because now you're coming from the place of, well, you might have accidentally sent the wrong item, there's not complete certainty, and it's easier for them to side with the buyer. Does that make sense? Let me know in the chat. So, and we can't do it all the time, but if we can, we want to be coming from a place of complete certainty that, no, hold on now. It's not that I'm not 100% sure I sent the phone. I sent you the phone, and if you're saying I didn't send you the phone, then we have a fucking problem, and we're going to have to deal with this. And we're going to have to open up a case, and eBay's going to have to decide, because I know for 100% for a fact, and I've said this to people, I know 100% for a fact I sent you the right item. I personally inspect and ship out every single item. So I sent you this iPhone X. So if you're claiming you didn't get the iPhone X, there's no need to do a return. We might as well open up a case right now and get this handled. And sometimes by doing that, you can scare them a little bit and actually get them to close the return. Now, sometimes they don't. Sometimes they'll close the return. Sometimes they won't. It's the same thing if they ask for a partial refund. Yeah, anyone here got a partial refund request? If they ask for a part, hey, I just got the phone and had a bad LCD. I need $80. I need $60 back. My exact response is, and I've done other group chats that are all in your back office inside Next Level Fun Flipping, that I actually, we go into more details on this and I type it out. I will say, when I sent you the phone, the LCD was perfect. I personally inspect and ship out every single phone I get, so I know for the fact the phone was perfect. If it does have a bad, if you want to return the phone, that's fine, but you must return the phone in the same condition that you sent it to me in, because if you ship back a phone that has a bad LCD, that will be an issue, and I will open up, I will fight this and open up a return on eBay. Now, what does this do? So let me ask you guys a question. Let's say that we are going to go rob a house, okay? Does anyone here want to go rob a house with me? Okay. Theoretically, of course, not in real life, because we don't want to rob a house. But let's say we got a video game and we're going to go rob a house in the video game. Okay, no one go rob a house, right? We're doing everything legit. Okay, I got a bunch of no's from that. No one wants to rob a house. All right, well let me ask you another question. Let's put our mind inside a robber. Okay, can we all do that? Is that cool? Is that like safe enough? We're gonna put our mind. We're gonna think like a robber. Yeah, that's right. I remember that, Diana. We had that chat. So if a robber's going to rob a house, does he want to rob a house where he's going to break in and maybe someone's there and there's going to be some resistance? Maybe they have a gun. Maybe they have a knife. Or does a robber want to rob a house in a neighborhood where no one's home? They can break in, take their stuff, and get out. What do you think? Do they want to rob the house in number one, where all the neighbors are outside and the neighbor is inside, or do they easy targets every time? You guys are absolutely right, Diana and Ryan. Easy targets every time. So what we want to do is we want to start off by positioning ourselves in a way to where we're not an easy target. Some people, guys, they're looking for easy targets. And they're looking for people that'll just send them money. And if you fight with them enough, sometimes they have a history of doing this. And if they open up too many returns on their end, or they're asked for too many partial refunds, you can get eBay to start an investigating of them, and you can get eBay to basically, if they have too many investigatings, or they request too many partial refunds, right, and they actually open it up, eBay can flag their account and shut them down. Just like they can sometimes shut down buyer accounts if we're doing bad shit. Seller accounts, they'll shut down buyer accounts because they're not a good fit for eBay. eBay wants everything smooth. Does that kind of make sense, guys? So that's why you'll sometimes get people, they don't open up a return request. They will just message you. They'll just message you because they've already opened up too many return requests. And if you call eBay and eBay pulls up all their transactions for the last 6 months, and 80% of them, they're opening up a return request, is it something wrong with all the items they're getting? Or is there an issue with the buyer being a little bit shady and it's time for eBay to start investigating? So that's the first thing we do. So, Chio, the first thing I would have done in your situation is I would have denied the return request. If they sent the return request and they said it was the wrong item, I would have messaged them just like it sounded like you did, and I would have called eBay. We want to stop it as soon as we can. I would have called eBay and said, hey, this buyer is opening up a return request. I can't accept this because I sent them the wrong item, and I know for a fact they sent me the wrong item. There's no need for us to do a return request because they're going to send me back a different item. I'm just going to open up a return because they're not going to send me back the item I know for a fact I sent out. Might as well open up a case right now. Now, sometimes I've been in all these situations, so sometimes they say you have to take the item back. I say, all right, I got to take it back. Sometimes if that happens, guys, I'll hang up and I'll call them back. There's been times where I will call a few times before I get an answer that I kind of want, or I know for a fact that it's something I just got to deal with, and they're being lazy. I lost deals too. There's been times where they sent me back the wrong item. I do exactly what I'm telling you guys, and I lose it. And that's like the worst part of the business, but that's just like part of the business. But we want to do things to minimize that. Then, Shio, when they send you back the item, I would take pictures of it, and then we want to call them. We want to call them and explain what happened. Now, if you reached out to them saying that, well, Rico's going to come on after this, so we can actually ask Rico that. What was I saying? Lost train of thought. If you reached out to them and said, hey, so Chio, if they said, hey, I got the wrong item, and you sent them a message and said, no, I know I shipped out the right item, are you sure that what I usually say is, I know I shipped out the right item. Are you sure that, no one misplaced it or anything? I say the same stuff. I personally inspect and ship out every single item. I know for a fact I sent you the X. And then if it's there, it's kind of documented. So it's kind of like when eBay looks at it, you're trying to like pin it down in the beginning. Then what I would do, Rico, in your situation is I would call them up, I would explain what happened, and I would open up a case. I would open up a case, and then I don't send the buyer a message. I would just open up a case and say, hey, they sent you back the wrong item. You are not accepting that. You need eBay to step in at this point. They're going to ask you to upload pictures and all sorts of stuff. Now, I got a question for you, Rico. The item that they shipped back, what did they send you back? What item did they send you back?
Are you talking to me or someone else?
I'm talking to, Chio. Rico, oh, you guys have a similar name. Chio. What item did they send back? Chio, Rico, I guess that's pretty much similar. What item did they send you back? Oh, you haven't gotten it back yet? Oh, they opened up a request that they didn't get the right item? Okay, cool. All right, so they are claiming they didn't get it. So all you need to do is call eBay, and then you're just going to have to fight it. And what will probably happen is one of you guys will win. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. But you want to fight this fully, and you don't want to accept anything. You say, hey, this is what happened. And sometimes what they do is sometimes they'll, side it in the buyer's favor, but they won't take the money out of your account. I've had that happen a few times. We're like, hey, 2 weeks goes by, we decided on the case, we're giving we're gonna have to give the buyer the money, but we're not taking the money out of your PayPal account. If you have a track record of doing a lot of transactions, sometimes that happens a few times. Saying they got an electronics charger. Okay. So you just got to fight it at that point. You just got to fight it, but you definitely want to respond sooner than later, and you got to call eBay. I would call eBay. They're probably going to have you submit some information, and you'll kind of go from there. But we're definitely going to fight it. We're not going to give in. I would love to tell you I have an exact answer, man, on exactly what you can do to win it, but this is kind of the thing where this is kind of like the least fun part of the business, where you kind of got to buy you kind of have to fight it and let eBay kind of step in and go from there. Perfect. Yep, that's exactly what you do, Chio. So, woohoo, said Rico. Cool. So keep us updated on what happens. All right, Josh, would Mr. Josh like to come on?
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, what's up, Josh?
You know, just picking up phones.
Fantastic. Fantastic. No barber today. I see you go to the barbers and get lined up and look all sharp pretty often.
Well, yeah, I'll be flying over to the East Coast here in about like 2 weeks, so I'll get cleaned up then soon.
Very cool.
But
all right,
yeah,
Josh. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. I was going to touch on the return item. I always win the case, personally. I've always won the case, knock on wood. I haven't had a case where I didn't win, and sometimes I win the case, I keep the money, and then I get the product back, so I resell it. So
what do you do what's like your strategy for it?
So basically, as soon as I'm always monitoring. I'm in like my office. As soon as I see that they want to open the return request, I know if you're describing everything in your listings as you should, and you have 100% seller feedback, eBay is gonna side with you most likely. You know what I mean? So basically, you want to check your messages. You want to tell them, I'm not doing any partial refunds or anything like that. eBay will scroll through your messages. Don't agree to anything that they say, because most of these are Russians or from Pakistan. They're scammers. You know what I mean? So basically, and you want to hit PayPal and eBay, because sometimes they can backdoor through PayPal. And if you see that their email, it says not verified, you won right there. They're not verified. They're just using it to scam people. You won the case right there. Another thing is that if you put on your return policy, it's been over the 30 days or 14 days. If it's over that, they'll side with you as soon as possible, because people try to, replace the item or do some funny stuff. But yeah, I've won every time so far.
Fantastic. Okay, Josh. So about how much sales do you do a month in your phone flipping business?
At least 15K. Good months, 20K.
And how long have you had those numbers for?
A little bit before I joined the next level. I'm trying to reach 25 to 30K now. I'm just implementing more action and more ads, different types of products, but I've been having it for at least 6-8 months plus.
Okay, very cool. And what just to take it back a sec, what motivated you originally to get into phone flipping?
I'm a hustler. I need money. The sale, the deal. I like the art of the sale, the art of the deal, like Grant Cardone says, just the sales. I like the blueprint. It's just simple, easy, do it. If you don't do it, you're not going to get money. It takes action,
Fair enough. So what's an average day? Would you walk us through kind of an average day for you? What do you do as far as ads, responding to leads? Do you do things to stay motivated, keep yourself in track?
Yeah, so basically, let me take that off. This is my office. I have everything. I have my bubble wrap there, my, supplies. I have, daily quotes and stuff like that. I have books, my library right here. Looks a little bit like yours. Nice scenery. I get to, chill out in California. But what I do every day when I wake up in the morning, besides, take care of the kids, I post ads. Without any leads, you're not going to get any sales. So the number one priority is posting. So I have my board. I keep this whiteboard. This is my bed right there. When I wake up, I look directly to my board. So my board, if you can see, I don't know if I posted it up there. It's just phones to pick up, goal 30K. It's some health stuff. Follow up, what I'm going to pick up. And this is the daily habits that I do every day. If these are not checked off, then I didn't do shit, meaning you're not going to get any sales. And this is just like another task board for other things, but this is for the phone task board. So if you can see that, phones to pick up, and then a daily tasks. I do, I don't know if you can see that, but at least myself, 3 to 5 Craigslist ads a day, and they have to stick. That's not including my virtual assistant that does 40 a day. Facebook ads, which I just got banned. I posted over 200 groups in the last 2 days, so I'm waiting to get that back, but I'll get it back. I already submitted a claim. So Facebook, you want to keep it 10, 15 if you're pushing it, groups a day. All right. Marketplace, I do one in the morning and then one before I go to sleep. Let go, 1 in the morning, go to sleep, offer up, so on and so forth. And again with 5 miles. I haven't had a lot of success with 5 miles, but I got a lead today from 5 miles. And yeah. And then right here, I do, if I can point out right here, paid ads for like a website or your own Facebook group. If you pay for like a Let Go to feature it, you'll get more views as well as offer up and 5 miles too. So, and I think Marketplace is starting to do the same thing. It's called the boost button, where you get targeted more viewers to view your Marketplace ads. And then right here, I have follow up with Rodrigo, iPad, MacBook, and iPhone 8. The money is in the follow up, like Grant Cardone says. You got to follow up because sometimes you get so many leads that you forget that you're just sitting on free money. And once you hit them up, he's like, sometimes people hit me up, hey, you still want the phone? Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, I'll pick it up today. So the key is in follow up. If someone agrees to your price, write it down on that board so you can start crunching numbers in your head. That starts motivating me. When I see numbers, nothing else matters. Numbers just motivate me. Now, when you don't see your numbers, you're gonna be like, oh my God, I need to hustle. I need to do more. Like, when you start to see it, like you start to get motivated. You start to take more action. Just the other day, I just called the bank and I said, look, I have to get a withdrawal of $2,000 a day because I need to cover these deals, these high paying deals, and I'm starting to do bigger items now.
So my question, Josh, is you do this. I mean, you're on it. So why do you have a board? Why not just do it in your head? What does the board kind of do?
The board keeps me accountable. If I do it in my head, I get so stressed out easily, like really easily. Like if I don't have an assistant, I need to have an assistant next to me if I don't have a board, and that's my assistant. So if I see my numbers, I get calm. I'm calm. If I don't see any numbers, I start to panic. Like, man, does this business work? Do I have to, you know what I'm talking about? I have to keep track of the numbers. Like if I don't do, and another thing, if I don't do the checklist, if I didn't actually do that to the board, then I can't blame nobody but myself because I didn't do shit for the day. So if you're not doing shit for the day, you're not going to get any leads, and leads equals sales. So it's simple, but there's little tricks to keep your mind motivated. It's just simple actions. And I'm a straight up guy. I was in the military. I served in the Marine Corps. So we do it a little bit of tough. We like tough love. If you ain't doing shit, you're not gonna get shit. Straight up. There's no oh, but you'll be okay. No. You're either dead or you're living. That's it.
I love it. See? So you see what he got? You see what he does? He has a list. That way he has something to look at. You can look at it. You can keep yourself accountable. And then you feel good when you check it off. Oh, I'm checking off the actions, these income-producing actions, these income-producing activities I need to do to start the business. It doesn't matter how accurate you are at appraising or how good your negotiating is. If you don't have that big flood of leads coming in the beginning, you don't have anything to work on. Nothing else matters.
And then if you don't see like that's checked off and you're still not getting any leads, post it again. Post another ad. Go through the whole list again. You know, like if it's a slow day and you know you already exhausted all your leads, which is pretty hard to do if you're doing the correct actions for a long time, then what I'd do is I'd go to paid ads. Take it up a notch. Paid ads, and then I'll get leads from there, and it'll keep on flooding and just keep on doing that. So yeah, or create. Today I had to make another OfferUp account because it got banned. You just simple actions you got to do, and I'll write that on my board too. I just needed to do it right then and there, but yeah, you just need to write down. And this is not just for phone flipping. I mean, we are talking about phone flipping, but this is all together in life. I mean, if you got nutrition, sleep, I have everything on there. Like what I got to do, daily tasks. You have to write down your daily goals. If you don't have daily goals, you won't have monthly goals. If you don't have monthly goals, you won't have yearly goals. You know what I mean? So everything works in increments, you know?
Makes sense. Fantastic. Do you guys have any questions for Josh? If you guys got any questions for Josh, just let me know in the comments.
Yeah, good luck to the chair force. Little military joke. Yeah, how many 5-mile accounts do you have? I only have one, but now every time I think I'm gonna make about 2 more because now they're starting to flag like every post that I have. So, but I have about 36 ads on there that you can boost every 4 hours, and you can also. They don't really flag like the keywords like cash or sell or buy, but they do flag duplicate words and posting pictures too. So be careful with that. Yeah.
Cool. And then
I've been able to post on PC multiple files because they catch them. What's my profit? I aim for at least a 40% profit, nothing under. Just the other day, though, I had more than 100% profit on just one phone. So it averages from 40 to 60% profit. I like more profit than anything. When posting through mobile, 5-mile nodes. Okay.
Okay. Ulysses says he posts on a computer a little bit, along with the phone, because 5 miles catches you.
Yeah. You doing LLC at the moment? No, I plan on it. Is in California. I heard it's just super expensive. I'm putting that off right now, but I will get to that because I have other businesses that I want to scale up. But yeah, there's something you can do. It's called a series LLC and a whole bunch of stuff, or doing a business ad, or you can do an LLC in other states. I just haven't got to it, but yeah, you can do this without it though. I talked to a CPA, and he told me you don't really need an LLC if you're not doing like more than a $200K in profit. So I'm not at that level yet, but I will. Not really priority. Just focus. You guys are focusing on the not so important stuff right now. You need to be focusing on just taking actions every day, like posting. Like it should be like you should wake up in the morning. I drink a Bang. It's an energy drink, and just get motivated. You can listen to personal development. You can listen to whatever music that motivates you or gets you pumped. You don't want no downer music. You want something that gets you pumped to take action, because action produces results, and results produce money. So I recommend everybody get a board next to where they wake up. Yes, more basics. It's just basics. Basics. Fundamentals are everything. What is your average margin? Yeah, like I said, 40 to 60%. The other day, I got over 100% profit on the phone. I paid $140 for it. It sold for $325.99.
Cool. All right, Josh, I appreciate you hopping on, man.
No worries. No worries. Anytime.
Cool. Was that helpful to you guys hearing what Josh does and kind of his routine and his mindset? Ulysses is buying a board today. Fantastic. All right, guys. So what we're going to do now is we're going to do some text message group negotiating. So I'm going to pretend like I'm the customer. We're going to do it on this, almost call it a whiteboard after what Josh was saying. We're going to do it on this Word document. And I'm going to pretend that I'm a customer. So I'm reaching out to you guys. And I want to see what you guys say. I want to see the process you guys follow. And then I also want to see how you guys respond to some of the objections I have. Does that sound good? Yes from Diana. Cool from Ulysses. Yes from Ryan. All right, let's get right into it. So, let me see. Real estate, there it is. Okay. So you guys have an ad. We're going to say it's a marketplace. Me. Customer. Hi, I have a phone. Oh, no, we're going to, that's all, okay, we're going to do an easy medium, and then we'll do like a tough one. Easy/medium. Hi, is this still available? All right, what are we saying? I'm the customer. I saw your ad for buying smartphones. I just reached out to you. I said, hi, is this available? What are we going to say? Hold up there. Look at that, George. I love that. George says, yes. Do you have something for sale? Ryan says, yes, have something to sell. What do you guys think? Yes. Do you have something for sale? Yes, I'm still buying. Do you have something you want to sell? So I like, yes. How can I help you? Yes. Which smartphone do you have? So, guys, what I like to say is yes. Those are all good things. Yes. Have something to sell. This is what I like to say, guys. Now, why is this? Because we know through communication, through messaging, it's all about getting right to the point. You guys agree with me on this? It's all about getting right to the point, conveying our message as clearly as possible, using small words, and most importantly, leading by asking what? Leading by asking what? Leading by asking what? Josh, Diana, Lee, George, Ulysses, leading by asking questions. The sales professional leads by asking questions. All sales professionals do this. Now, you might not experience this too often because not all salespeople actually know what the hell they're doing. But if you walk into a car dealership, if you go to the doctors, they're going to start asking you questions, right? Why does the doctor ask you questions? Imagine you walk into the doctor's office. So let's say that. Who is on here I might be able to pick on for a second? I don't want to say pick on. Who is on here I might be able to chat with? So let's say that George. George goes into the doctors. And George walks into the doctors and he opens up the door and he throws up all over the doctor's door. And his face is red, purple, and green and rainbow. And he's got bumps all over his arms. And the doctor says, wow, you look like crap. And he's like, well, okay. And he's like, I got a bunch of books over there. Why don't you go read these books and try to figure out what you have? And he's like, okay. He's like, actually, matter of fact, just take this medicine and you'll be fine. How confident is he that this medicine is going to help cure his illness? How confident is he that this medicine the doctor prescribed him is going to help cure his illness and make him better? Not at all. Now, let's say he stumbles in there and he's falling all over the place and his face is the color of a rainbow. And then, hold on, come over here, sir. Have a seat right here. Open up your mouth. Oh, look, you got the red stuff on your mouth. Cough right here. Let me feel your heartbeat. Tell me about your symptoms. Let me take your temperature. Let me get your blood pressure. Based on the diagnosis that I just did, you have this disease and I'm prescribing you this. Now, how confident are you guys? Very confident, right? We're very confident that this medicine now is going to help fix our illness because the doctor, led by asking questions, got some information, and based on the information he got, was accurately able to diagnose us. So we're like the doctors. You guys are all like phone-flipping doctors. So we're going to lead by asking questions, and we're going to figure out the details they have so we can accurately appraise it. Does that make sense, guys? Just give me a 1 in the chat if that makes sense. That's why it's so important for us to control the conversation. Now, if you don't like the word control, if you're like, Aaron, that sounds kind of don't just lead the conversation, guide the conversation. You're the professional. They want you to guide, lead the conversation. Yes, have something for sale. And this also gets right to the point. Yes, have something for sale. They know they have something. They know that you're buying phones, so this is allowing you to lead by allowing them to say, yes, I have something for sale. Like Chio, you know, I don't want to pick on you too much, but you said, yes, how can I help you? That's not as good as yes, have something for sale. You see how yes, have something for sale, that just leads the conversation more directly into getting the phone and the details. You kind of see that? What you said isn't horrible, man. I'm not trying to pick on you, but this is just a little bit more direct and moves the conversation along faster. But that's good, guys. If I want everyone here to participate, because if you're saying something that might not be perfect, I want to tweak you guys and get you guys saying better stuff so you can have smoother transactions, have happier leads, and get more phones. That's what I'm here to do. I'm not necessarily here to be your friend. I'm here to give you the tools to go out there and win because I want you guys to make money. Customer, yes, I have an iPhone for sale. Now, guys, I'm being a little tough here. What are we going to say to this? I said, yes, I have an iPhone for sale. Oh, George, look at you. Look at you, George. Oh, my gosh. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. George says, awesome, what kind? Chris says, great, what iPhone do you have? What are we saying to this, guys? I said, yes, have an iPhone for, yes, I have an iPhone for sale. Ooh, there goes my spelling being perfect as always. Awesome. Happen to know what model? Oh. Okay, cool. What kind? Oh, I love it. All those are perfect. All those are perfect. Now, what do some people do? The amateur professional gets pissed off at this customer because they think that the customer is playing games. The sales professional knows that the customer does not even know the details that you need, and the sales phone flipping professional knows that it's up to them to lead by asking questions to get the details of the phone. The customer is not stupid. The customer is not playing games with you. The customer just is, this isn't the customer's business. They're not into sales, right? They don't know the information you need, so it's up to you to lead them. George says, awesome, what kind? Perfect, great. What iPhone do you have? Awesome, happen to know what model? Okay, cool, what kind? All are perfect. I would say, okay, great. Any idea which iPhone it is? All the things you guys said, though, were all perfect. They're just kind of the same thing. Okay, great. We're going to keep it all positive. Any idea which iPhone it is? Any idea the model? Happen to know what model? Which I... Perfect. You guys all perfect. I would rate all those answers 10 out of 10. Customer. Yeah, it's an iPhone 7 Plus. All right, guys, what are we doing? I said, yeah, it's an iPhone 7 Plus. What are we doing? What's the next thing we're saying? How are we going to keep this conversation going and move it forward? I said, yeah, it's an iPhone 7 Plus. What are we doing? Great. Any problems with it? Any issues with it? Great. What company, says George? So far, we got a great. Any problems with it? Any issues with it? What company is it with? Awesome. What phone company is it with? What company is it with, says Brenda. Those are all great, guys. I like to always ask about the problems first, just because the problems are usually, for me at least, more important than the company, just because worst case scenario, I can appraise it a sprint. If I'm asking too many questions and I feel the conversation I just need to move it through that 5-part process and send out an offer, I will appraise it against Sprint, if that makes sense. It doesn't really matter, though, to be honest with you guys, as long as you get the information. I just like the problems. So we're going to say, okay, great. Well, we already said, okay, great. He said, yeah, it's an iPhone 7. Any problems with it? So, guys, with it, so what we like to do is this okay, great, and awesome, and okay, cool. We like to throw that in every now and then. If I say okay, great, okay, great, okay, great. Next conversation would be, okay, great. Which company? You see how the okay, great is a little bit too much. You guys see that? So I like to throw it in every now and then. I usually like to start it off with okay, great, awesome, and then if I have to ask another question, any problems with it? You guys kind of see that? It's very subtle. This is very subtle, but this is next level, so I want to give you guys even these subtle things just to make it a little bit smoother and just to make you sound a little bit more like a phone flipper. So I'm going to say, any problems with it? And let's read the conversation so far. Hi, is this still available? Yes. Have something to sell? Yes, I got an iPhone for sale. Okay, great. Any idea which iPhone it is? Yes, an iPhone 7 Plus. Any problems with it? So even though there's no energy behind this, the energy that we created with this is kind of carrying on to this. We don't have to say it over and over and over again. But I'll probably throw it in here in the near future. To be honest with you, I'll probably throw in an okay, cool, or an awesome just to keep the energy up. Give me a 1 in the chat if that makes sense. Cool. 1 from Ryan. 1 from Diana. 1 from Brenda. Cool, 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 cool. 1 from Mr. Chio. Fantastic. 1 from Mr. Matt. Any problems with it? Nope. No. Perfect condition. Had it in an OtterBox the entire time. Because customers like to say that, right? Oh, what are we saying now, team? What are we saying now? As the professional phone flipper, what are we saying now? Me as a customer, I said, no, perfect condition, had it in an OtterBox the entire time. Okay, great. What company is it with? That is what Mr. Ryan says. What do you guys say we should say to this? Okay, great. What company is it with? No, oh, Diana. Oh, I like it. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Okay. Okay, so far we have Ryan. He says, okay, great. What company is it with? Diana says, nice. What company is it with? I like Diana's nice. It's kind of smooth. It's kind of like, I like that, Diana. Very nice. I might start using that. Chio says, what's the carrier? So let's see. How would we do this? Okay, great. Any ideas? Yeah, it's this. Any problems with it? No? Okay, cool. And which company is it with? So this is what I would say. Say, okay, cool. And which company is it with? Now, I like the word company besides carrier because more people know what the word company is, and I want to use as basic words as I can. Does that make sense, guys? Carrier is absolutely fine. 99% of people are going to know what carrier is, or maybe 90%. But I like the word company. It's just simpler. And see, here's the problem with this. And this is not the problem with the word carrier. This is the overall problem if you say something the customer does not 100% understand. If they don't 100% understand, then they're going to feel stupid because you're asking them a question that they think they should know because you asked it so matter of fact. And people want to save face because everyone has egos and they don't want to feel dumb, so they might not be able to say, I'm not sure what the word carrier means. And now they have negative energy inside themselves because they don't want to sound stupid, but they don't know what the word carrier means. And now they have all this. It kind of fucked up the rest of the flow of the conversation. So I want to always keep it smooth and use as simple as words as possible. That's why I like to say the company. And because I said, okay, great here, I might even mix it up a little bit and say, okay, cool. Which company is it with? You guys see that? You guys see how I would do that? And then the customer is going to say T-Mobile. Oh, guys, no, I want you guys to go appraise this. I want to see how good you guys' appraisal skills are. So I want you guys to appraise this and make an offer. And I'm going to appraise it as well. Make sure no one's offering too much or too little. I like the word fantastic, says Ryan. I'm making you guys work today. See this? Dang, I didn't know I had to come on here and type all this stuff and appraise all these items. Woo! All right, all right, all right. All right, all right, all right. I already got my offer. Chris Kripe, you haven't been paying attention to the conversation. You are the one that was asking me what I have. I got a 7+ T-Mobile mint condition. Jade, you guys got to be, we got to be a little faster, guys. I've been appraised that I've already made an offer. It's a 7+ 30. Oh, I didn't tell you the gigabyte, but you know what we do. 7+ T-Mobile mint condition, had an OtterBox on it. Oh, Rico's answering leads. Well, I can't blame Josh because Josh is 24/7. All right, now make me an offer. Say the words how you would make me an offer. I want to know the exact words you're going to say when you make me an offer. Awesome. I can give you 160 for it. Okay? I'm going to wait for 2 more offers to come in. Maybe 1 more offer because I know some of you guys are working on other deals. I love it. So Ryan says, awesome. I can give you 165 for it. Now, I saw this guy selling for about 300, maybe even 310. So I'd say 165 is not bad. I would even go up to, probably go up to 190 if I had to. Because I can buy it for 190. I know it's going to sell today for at least 300, 310. I'm making my 50, 60 bucks. But just like you guys said, it's, you know, I prefer to make 80, 90, $100 on it. So awesome. I can give you 164. This is the perfect way to always make an offer. You're saying the word awesome. You're saying the word I. You're saying the word you. You're saying the offer, guys, the offer line has 5 parts. Offer line has 5 parts, just as a recap. It has the word awesome. Unless you said, okay, cool. If it would be debatable if we should use awesome or not. But I'm going to use awesome because as I'm making the offer, I want it to be a little bit kind of energy. Awesome. Then we have the word I. We have the word you. We have the price. And we have it. So we have the word I and you. This is important because it's very clear. It's saying I can give you. I can give Matt $165 for this. I can give you. If I just said the words, if I'm making the offer and I said 165, the hell is that? Are you making an offer? What are you doing? Also, if you just say the price like this, it shows that you're not really committed in the conversation. A professional is fully committed in the conversation, but they don't come across needy as desperate or desperate. And the way you do that, guys, is basically by saying words like awesome and okay, cool every now and then, but keeping it short, simple, and right to the point. Having good energy behind it, but having a very, it's very professional too by not having a bunch of smiley faces and stuff. Basically, if you just follow the script in the outline, that's how you do it. You're fully committed, so they get the feeling that you want this phone and you're not half-assing it, because if they feel that you're not fully committed and you're saying like half-ass stuff, they'll make it pissed off. This guy doesn't even want to earn my business. Screw him. I'll find someone else. Ryan says I mix the energy. Fantastic. That's exactly what I do. Then we have, so it's I can give you. It's very direct. Now, I and you is a very direct statement. So some people might not be comfortable with it. Some people are not comfortable saying I and you. I can give you, but that's what we want to say because it's the easiest way to convey it. Then we have the price. This is the price and it, right? There is a difference between this. I can give you $165. I can give you $165 for it. That word it shows that you're referencing the phone, so it's a full offer and there's no confusion in the customer's mind that you're making them an offer. That's why we always use these. Sometimes we won't use awesome, right? I usually use it, but you always have these 4 parts. If you've been saying okay, cool, and okay, great, and if you say nice like Diana does, you might, just based on the feeling, you might leave it out, but it always has at least these 4 parts, usually these 5 parts. Uh-oh, guys, are you guys ready for a tough objection? Who here is ready for a tough objection? I know Chris is, because I know Chris is. Chris likes this stuff. I got a yes from Ulysses. Hell yeah. Oh, guys, I gave you a tough one. Only 165. Screw you, dude. That's an insult. Now, I know exactly what to say here. And we did a group chat about a month ago where I showed you a conversation where the guy literally did this, and I was able to overcome it. I showed you guys a real example of this. So I want to see if you guys can know what to do here. We're only going to do one of these conversations now because it's just going to take too long. So we'll just do one, and we're going to make it kind of tough. So I got, no worries, what were you looking to get for it? I totally understand. What were you looking to get for it? I totally understand. I can give you hey, how does that sound? So uh-oh, guys, who here wants to learn something? Let me take a step back. So after you make the offer, this is what I want you guys to imagine. Whenever someone makes the offer, there is a scale that they're on. And the scale that they're on, over here, they're real excited about taking the offer. Over here, so someone right here, they say, okay, great. Can you meet now? They're totally down to take the offer. Then you get in the middle. When you get in the middle, they kind of don't like the offer, but they're not really offended. Shit, that sounds kind of low. Can you go any higher? Then you have someone all the way over here. Someone all the way over here is going to be like, fuck you, dude. That's a lowball offer. I don't do lowballs. When someone is all the way over here, guys, their emotions, they're now offended by the offer, and they have negative energy inside themselves. They're pissed off at you, basically. Even if you made a fair offer. You could have made a fair offer or a lowball offer. It doesn't matter, because how they respond is how they respond. If they're already over here, we actually have to do things to move them back here in the middle before we're even able to say, it's a great phone. What were you looking to get for it? Okay? Has anyone here had a customer tell you to fuck off, and you say, no worries, what were you looking to get for it, and they don't respond, or they don't even give you an offer? Has anyone here had that happen to them? And you're like, hold on now, Aaron, I'm following the script. Here's why. And this is why we have to do these conversations. Because there's so many different variables. The script is basically the outline, and there's so many different variables, sometimes we have to adjust it. The secret, who here wants to know it? I'm going to give you the exact line that is perfect for this in every situation, and you should write this down and use this every single time. Oh, you guys don't want it? All right, we'll go to the next thing. I'm just kidding. All right. The secret line we're going to say is, the secret line, and you guys watch how powerful this is. Oh, I'm sorry. You said a 7+, right? This is the magical secret line. What does this do to the customer? It basically takes all they were pissed off at you up until this point. But now what it does is it relieves them, and it puts it all on you. It puts all the responsibility on you, and they're basically saying, oh shit, this guy messed up. He's about to offer me a lot more. And it brings them back in the conversation where they will start responding to you again. That's what this does. If you don't say this and you say, no worries, I can drive to you and bring cash, it's a great phone, what were you looking to get for it? None of that will matter because they're already out of the conversation and they're pissed off at you. Now you're going to bring them, this brings them back in the conversation. Oh, if it's a 7, that's a great question. I'd say the same thing. Oh, I'm sorry, you said it's a 7. And this is what I'd say. Oh, I'm sorry, you said it was a 7, right? Not a 6? And then they would say, yeah. Okay, sorry. I'm chatting with a bunch of people now and got confused. And then you go right into it. Because then you're justifying it. You're justifying this fake thing that you made up. And they're like, oh, okay, he's talking to a lot of people. He's got an ad. And then in their head, they're back in the conversation. Now, guys, they're back with you. So let me show this to you guys. This is powerful. You guys use this and report back to me in the group. Oh, I'm sorry. You had a 7+, right? Yeah, it's a 7+. So we're going to say, okay, no worries. Okay, no worries. Sorry about that. I got confused. What were you looking to get for it? Notice what we're doing here. Okay, no worries. Sorry about that. I got confused. So this is almost kind of like you're blaming it on you. What were you looking to get for it? So basically, guys, now I'm kind of getting back into the script. I'm kind of getting back into that format. What were you looking to get for it? And now the customer might say, I'm looking to get $250 for it. So now I can say, it's a great phone. I buy and sell and have to make a little profit. And now what I'm going to do, guys, is I made the low ball 165. I'll come up to 200. So now I'm going to offer a little bit more to keep them happy, and I'm going to kind of get back into the script. Would you sell it to me for 200 if I met you today with cash? So now I'm kind of giving my best offer up front, and now I'm throwing in the benefits. Now I want to recap this. I just want you guys to feel the smoothness and how this goes. Awesome. I can give you 160 for it. Only 160? Screw you, dude. That's an insult. This guy's out. He's done with the conversation. He doesn't want to do with you. He's all the way on that side of that pendulum I just talked about. Oh, I'm sorry. You said 7+, right? Yeah, it's a 7+, right? Now the customer is going to keep responding because you're basically kind of making it seem like you made a mistake. Oh, okay, no worries. Sorry about that. I got confused. What were you looking to get for it? So you're like apologizing. Oh, man, that's my fault. Sorry about that. I kind of got mixed up. What were you looking to get for it? 250. It's a great phone. I buy and sell and have to make a little profit. Would you sell it to me for 200 if I met you today with cash? You guys see what we're doing here? You see how I just flipped that guy, got him back, and now I'm able to make an offer, and I'm kind of where I need to be. Plus, you put a point price on them. Yeah, so I figured out what they had. So this is how you handle this right here. Does this kind of make sense, guys? That is brilliant, says Brenda. Guys, I do it all the time because, you know, I get cussed out just like everyone else does. It brings them back in the conversation. And now, all right, now we're going to do, well, let's see. Shit, man. How about 220? All right, now what are you guys going to say to this? Now that we're back in the conversation, I say, shit, man, how about 220? I just want you guys to come up $20. Diana says Dave was talking about this. Guys, I just want you guys to come up $20, but you guys can't come up $20. If you come up $20, you're not going to make your profit. I need you to say some words to me that keep the offer at 200 that are smooth. Someone say something to me to close me down. Get this deal. Buy this phone. Ryan says, what are you guys thinking? I want to see how long it would take me to. Oh, we got dinner tomorrow. Very nice. So this is what I would say, guys. Chris, you don't have anything? Let's see who else is on here. Brenda, 200 is. Brenda says 200 is the best I can do. So I'm going to say, I'm going to say I'm just going to repeat that. Matt says, unfortunately, I can't. I'm a reseller. Need to make a little profit. All right, I'm very glad. Is that fair? Best I can do, come to you with cash, says Brenda. So this is what we're going to say. We say it's a great phone. The highest I can, 200 is the highest I can go. I can meet you today, whenever, though. Okay. I'm going to say something like this. So I just want to point something out. I'm not trying to pick on Matt, but Matt says, unfortunately, I can't. I'm a reseller and need to make a little bit of profit. See, so that might be okay, Matt, but afterwards, that has to be followed up with another offer, the price of what you're willing to pay, and the benefits. The benefits are important. Yeah, and I don't like the word can't, right? You said the word can't. I don't really like that. I like to say, see, if you notice what I'm doing is I'm just kind of, I don't like to say the word no. I'm just saying what I can do. It's a great phone. 200 is the highest I can go. I can meet you today with cash, and I can meet whenever. So what am I doing? I'm basically implying, Matt, exactly what you just said, but I'm saying it a little bit more nicer, and I'm saying this stuff at the end. These power phrases, as we like to call them, meet you today with cash, and I can meet you whenever. This is what they're going to see next, okay? Guys, they'll come down 20 bucks. 96% of the time, they'll come down 20 bucks, right? I mean, they'll come down to $20. But this is just being it smooth and kind of keeping them in a good mind. So this is what I would say. It's a great phone. I'm going to repeat it again. It's a great phone. 200 is the highest I can go. I can meet you today with cash. I can meet you today with cash, though, and I can meet you whenever. So the last thing they're thinking about is cash. He'll meet me today, and he's free whenever. Now, guys, if you had a job, you're not going to say whenever, right? I used to have a job, and I wouldn't get off till 9, but you guys get the idea. The most I can do is 200. I have your cash in hand, and it can meet you today. I like that. It might be rephrased. The most I can do is 200, but I have your cash in hand and can meet you today. I like the word but and the word though. The word but and the word though are good transitions. I can meet you with cash, though, and I can meet whenever. But overall, Chio, that's very good. I love that. That's very good. That has all the principles in it. And then I'm going to say, okay, fine, you got a deal. So I just was trying to get some more money, but by you guys staying in the conversation, you wore me down. I posted a screenshot of me pretty much doing this and following the script in Next Level yesterday. I don't know if you guys saw it or not, but the guy wanted 200. I got him down to 50 bucks. Or he said he paid 200, and I just ignored it. I didn't say, well, you know, I know you paid 200. However, I just said, hey, man, blah, I totally understand. It's a great phone. I buy and sell. I got to get the screen fixed. Highest I can do is 50. Me today with cash. So that's what we got for this. So that concludes the breakdown of this. Was this helpful to you guys right here? I got a yes from Miss Brenda. Guys, I'm getting a little hot. I got a yes. I was trying to look all professional for you guys. Yes from Matt. Yes from Jose. Fantastic. Any other last-minute questions? I got to get going here in a sec. Let me try to see how long it takes me to get there. All right, fantastic. Guys, I want to know the number one thing you're going to – it's not just about actions, it's about applying it. Information, action. Tell me the number one thing you got from this group chat you will apply to take your business to the next level. If you got a couple things, let me know in the chat. I want to know the number one thing you got out of this group chat that you will be able to apply to take your business to the next level. Obviously, information that's not acted upon is useless. So I want to know what you guys are going to use and take out of this to get stuff going. Negotiating with douchebags. Get the ads up and document it day by day, says Matt. The secret sauce, says Mr. Chio. How to bring the customer back when they say no. I will say especially when they give like a really hard no. Stay in the conversation with I'm sorry. Yep. And we don't do that, you know, we use that when it's like really tough. Fantastic, guys. Well, you guys have a fantastic day. Let's finish out the month strong. I think tomorrow's the last day of the month, so I'm definitely going to want to see you guys. Feel free to post your results for the month in Next Level. I want to see where you guys are at. Let's go out there, kick some butt, make some money. It was great hanging out with you guys. I love being able to share with you guys and kind of help everyone out here, and it's my goal to get you guys making as much money as I can. So, you know, it's obviously up to you guys to implement it, but I want to share with you guys, try to give you guys all the tools so you guys have everything you need to go out there and win as easily as possible while skipping as much learning curve as you guys can. Great hanging out with you guys. You guys have a fantastic day, and I will see you guys on Monday. And, of course, in the